Alright dudes, welcome back to the channel for another Disgaea RPG video. So, on today's video, what we're going to be doing is talking about prepping for the new story event that is about to come on Global, which is the Cafe Crisis. If you've not already, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, comment, do all that good stuff. I've now enabled memberships as well, so if you want to join and support me, you can do so. However, I don't make you. But that option is now available to you. So, Cafe Crisis will be dropping on the 22nd, which is tomorrow. And it's maybe going to be a little bit rougher for people, okay? But let's go over, first of all, what we normally go over in these videos, and that is ways to earn additional points, okay? Now, the first way that we should have, but if I'm being honest, I don't necessarily expect it to happen, which would be, again, this should have been the second time that we got a bill that we could pass in the Dark Assembly that would allow us to get 50% extra points for 60 minutes. They didn't add it last time, so I must admit I'm fairly low on expectations for it being added this time. But hopefully they do, because I do use this in JP when I'm finishing off my grind, and it does make a big difference. It really does make a big difference, so hopefully they can see fit to add that for us, but again, get no idea if they actually will. So, the big one we need to go across is bonus characters. And this is probably where it's going to fall down for a lot of people, okay? Now, as you know, on Global, we do have the flat boost. I expect it to continue for the short term anyway, so I would expect all of these characters that you can see on screen to be boosted by 50% if it's the banner units, 30% if it's the other units, okay? So, for 50%, you have Barbara and Xenolith. I mean, I know some of you guys are going to summon for these guys. To be honest, I'm not even going to make a showcase of them. I'm not, because they're not that great. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not that great. And to be honest, they become a dime a dozen. I just think characters like these, you're better off saving your stones for more limited characters. These characters are going to end up in the general pool, and you can get them all the time. So personally, I would recommend skipping these two. But if you do summon for them and you get them, 50% bonus, okay? Now, other than that, you've got Virunga, who is the free-to-play character that you're going to get from this event. Unfortunately, they're not a fantastic character. Again, I'd say it's one of the weaker ones that we've had from a free-to-play event. You've got Red Magnus, who is a recent Platinum summon, and I've got him, but I don't think many people went in on his banner, so you might struggle to get a bonus off of him. We've got Imagine Etna, which most of us probably have got. I mean, in fact, everyone has at least one from login, so there's one that you can get your 30% bonus off of. You've got Love Oracle. Everyone should have Love Oracle. You've also got Etna, which again, I expect by now most people probably have Etna. And the other two characters are going to be Bunny Seraphina and Easter Mal. So I reckon for the average player, for the average casual player, you're probably going to have Imagine Etna, Love Oracle, and Etna, and the free-to-play character. So you're likely going to be missing a spot, okay? I know that doesn't apply to everyone, but I reckon most people on average are probably going to struggle on this one to field a full team of 30% bonuses. I still wouldn't use that as a reason to summon for Barbara and Xenolith. I'd rather personally just do a little bit more grinding than summon for two characters that I just personally don't feel that are worth the summon, to be completely honest. But let's go ahead and talk about the other things that you can get from this event. So, as always, on the reward side of things, you now can get your 5 AP pots a day. Very good that we got that added to the store, it makes a big difference. You can redeem 10,000 HL 100 times, which is good. You can obviously get your 100 prinny shells, which is, again, an any prinny, which is also very good. Sorry guys, I think I'm starting to get hay fever, to be honest. Then characters. This is pretty much copy pasted from previous. You've got 5 versions of the character, going from 1 at 15k all the way up to the big one at 1.5 million. So again, if you want to grind the character out, you can get 5 copies. I'm not really interested in this character, to be honest, but for collection's sake, I'll do it. I'll have her and it'll be fine. Then we move on to our stones, reincarnation stones. Again, I'm not going to sit and read all of these out. You can see them on screen. The important part to take away is, apart from your small stones that a lot of you have probably noticed, it's quite good getting them from these events. You've got your big rainbow reincarnation gems. You can go from level 1 to level 5 and you can get 100 pieces of each. So if you haven't already cleared out the Love Oracle event, you can get them from this shop as well, okay? Next up, this one's actually a big one for me. I know some people aren't necessarily as interested in these, but you're missing a trick if you're not getting these, okay? You've got your secret scrolls for your skills, okay? You want to get these, okay? Because when you unlock things like Mega Braveheart and Braveheart, etc., well, more Mega Braveheart, you don't get the best effect off the skill straight away. So if you've got these things, if you're picking these things up, you can use them to boost your skills pretty quickly and start getting access to the higher level buffs. Same thing goes for the weapon statues. I mean, if you, for example, buy 3 cane gold statues, okay, and you use those 3 cane gold statues, 3 of those equates to you running a level 300 times, okay? So the silver ones, it's the equivalent of running a level 25 times, and the bronze ones, it's the equivalent of running a level 10 times. So you can see there's a big reason to buy them. I mean, they do really shortcut your grind towards getting these things like Braveheart, Mega Magic Boost, that type of stuff. So if you're not someone who's currently investing in weapon statues, I suggest that you should do it, because like I say, long term it's going to make a massive difference to the amount of time you spend grinding in this game to get things like weapon mastery. So definitely, if you aren't currently, make sure you switch and start grinding for the scrolls and the weapon statues, because like I say, they make a massive difference. Like the last few events, we've also got 3 EX stages, EXHL, EXP, and obviously EX 1 stars. Personally, I grind HL, and the reason for grinding HL is I use a lot of HL, and secondly, I absolutely hate coming back after grinding for a long time and having a box filled with like 500 prinnies, because it just takes so long to clear them out and it's just really annoying. So I don't grind prinnies. Plus, the value of selling a prinny is not the same as the value of HL you get from running the stage. So to me, the best thing is running the stage. So that is why I grind the HL stage and get myself HL. So that's it. Not much to say. I think by now we kind of know the format. I think the most important thing from these videos is the characters that give you a boost. You now know who that is. A lot of you are probably thinking, oh no, it is what it is. We don't always get the best bonus characters that we can use. But that is that, guys. So that is today's video, talking about the next event, which is the Cat Cafe. I'm pretty much deciding right now I'm not going to do a character showcase for Barbara and Xenolith. I don't think they're worth it. To be honest, not a lot of people are interested in them, and rightly so, because they are going to end up being units. You're just going to pick up dime a dozen on these updated pool character summons. I mean, technically you could say the same thing for Girl Laharo and Mid-Boss, etc., but obviously they carry a little bit more weight. A lot of people haven't played Disgaea D2, so they may not have even known that Xenolith was Etna's brother, for example. But that is it, guys. I am Hayzink, as always. I appreciate you joining me on the video today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.